For this project, we're drawing a sea turtle, looking at shading and creating color value. So you can't see that well in this picture, but I start with a lighter blue and work my way to darker blue in the background. Color value is where things go from light to dark or dark to light. To start the project, we start with a curved line facing the top right corner. We're then going to come down and almost make an oval, but it's a little thinner at the bottom. For the bottom legs, we do a frowny face and then a smiley face. To make the fin for the two back legs, a little letter V for the tail. For the head, two little diagonal lines, and then we curve it up like you're making a letter A and curve it around for the top of the head. The front two fins we make bigger than the back two, so bigger frowny faces, and then the two smiley faces. For the shell, outline your turtle. So it's a thinner, almost oval on the inside. Then for the details in the shell, make a straight line, go down a little bit, another one, and keep going. I fit 5 in there. Then on the top of those lines, you're going to connect them like you're making a capital letter A and then a letter V, or like a zigzag line the whole way across. They don't have to be perfect. Mine are a little off. Anywhere where you see a corner, you're going to connect it to the edge of your shell. The whole way around. Eyeballs. They're on the side of his head since we're looking at him from the top. Or that he's swimming kind of away from us. And then I put 2 little lines for his nostrils. For the bottom, we're going to make where the sand is on one side and then the other side. To make the seaweed, if you want to add seaweed, just some wavy lines. And then I have them look like they're overlapping. So when I go to draw the next one, I have it stop whenever I hit the first one I drew. I'm going to put a little seashell in my sand. You can put whatever you want. If you want seashells, treasure chests, crabs. Another way to make seaweed, or actually we're going to make coral first. So coral doesn't move as much, just kind of a very organic shape. Then I drew a line where it's going into the sand and erase the line that goes through it because it's not see-through. Another way to make seaweed is if you make a curvy line up and then a curvy line down, but overlap them. So curved, curved again. Let's make some bubbles if you choose. You can make some fish in your background. I have big and small bubbles. That way some of them look like they're close to us and some look like they're farther away. And then I add a little square or triangle on the inside of those bubbles. Now it's time to add color. I used both colored pencils and crayons. You can use watercolors or whatever you have handy. I have a few different greens here. You can use crayons, you can use colored pencils. It's all up to you. Your turtle can have a brown shell, it can have a green shell. Again, all your choice. I'm going to start just by coloring it in one shade or tint of green. Then to add some texture and different designs to it, you'll usually see dots or spots on your turtle, sea turtle. You can do those with brown, you can do it with green, it's up to you. Now on each fin, I'm going to add a little bit of a shading under here. So I just use that darker green or press harder with the green that you have. I'm going to do the same thing for all 4 fins. See on this one, I just used that same color green and pressed harder. For my turtle's eyes, I'm just going to color them in with my pencil. You can color them in whatever color you want. And like I said, for the shell, oh, I forgot his tail. Oops. For the shell, it can be brown, it can be green. Oh, that's kind of a yellowy color. You always want to test your colored pencils or crayons first before you go to use them. So I'm going to fill the outline of my shell. And get a different color brown. Maybe you want to make each of these sections a different color. It's up to you. But right around the edge of them, I'm just pressing a little bit harder so that way you can see all the edges. Now that my turtle's done, I'm gonna color in where the sand would be. So what I like to do for the sand is mix different colors together. So let's try it out. Let's mix this yellowy orange with a brown. I think that's an okay sand color. So I turn it over, color in my sand. You could have added whatever little details, like how I have the seashell, maybe even a treasure chest on yours. Maybe a crab. Now seaweed and coral can be different colors. Oh, let's focus the camera. So seaweed, like I said, seaweed and coral can be different colors. Maybe your coral's pink, maybe it's blue. Maybe you're experimenting again with mixing colors. Again, some different shades of green in mine. All right, I am ready for my water. Now, if you watercolors, you can paint your background, but I'm actually gonna switch to crayons for my water part of this. I'm gonna find all the blues and purples that I have. I have a lot of blues. Huh. And it's good to read what kind they are. So this one's more, or try them on the back, because these all look almost the exact same, but whenever I test them out on the back of my paper, they might all be a little different. Whoa, those are really different, but they look similar. Same with that one. These two look pretty similar. And that's the lightest one. So in my corner up here, I'm going to start with my lightest blue to make it look like the sun or light is shining through the water. So I'm going in kind of this firework looking spread. If you want, you can outline your bubbles with different shades of blue. And just color a little bit of it in. Okay, I'm going to go to my next lightest blue and overlap them so it blends really nicely. Making sure to be careful not to go over my turtle. Whoop, and go around my bubbles. Fade into my next blue or blend. You can stick with colored pencils. It's all up to you. If you don't have a bunch of different blues, what you can do is just press really light at the top and then start to press harder and harder as you go towards the bottom. I'm going to get my darkest blue. What you just did by going from light to dark or dark to light was create a color value scale. So value scale is all of one color like we did with the blue, but it's going from dark to light or light to dark. Now I'm going to go back with this light blue and overlap a little. Just to blend it some more. All right. And there is your turtle drawing and creating a value scale behind it with the light to dark blues. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Have fun.